Hi, everybody. My name is Anne Grace Bamby. I'm a third year studying finance with a minor in global public health and also becoming a hospital CEO or a hospital president. And this is my comparative health problem presentation. I hope you enjoy. Decided to compare the Democratic Republic of Congo, United Arab Emirates, and the United States of America. The DRC, because I am Congolese, so it holds a really near and dear place in my heart. United Arab Emirates, just being that their economy has been growing and tripling throughout the years, and the United States because it was a given. A brief introduction of all the countries. The USA was given to us. DRC is the low-income country that I am focusing on, and the UAE is a more developing country. So the Democratic Republic of Congo, just shy of 100 million civilians, has definitely been hit economically, being that they have very bad governance and they have suffered from a lot of dictatorship, which has led to a lot of problems. The UAE, just shy of 10 million civilians, has grown tremendously in the last 10 years. Out of all three countries, they are the youngest in terms of being independent, and they are 19 out of 174 ranked. In the United States, which is where we live, with 333 million civilians, ranked 5 out of 174, has always been home of the free, land of the brave, and has a really good reputation. Infant mortality is a subject that I decided to focus on, being that it has definitely changed my life in terms of like the things my family has experienced. So a quick introduction or definition: infant mortality is from birth to 1 year old. So infant mortality rates compared between all three countries. So in the DRC, 30 out of 1,000 women would die when giving birth. In the UAE, 3 out of 1,000. In the United States, 5 out of 1,000. So you can definitely see the healthcare disparities within that. Teen pregnancy also contributes greatly into infant mortality, which I didn't realize until I started doing deeper research, which is something that we're going to talk more about in the next slide for each country. So when it comes to teen pregnancy in the DRC, limited access to prenatal care and nutritional deficiencies and health risks are what contribute to the high number of infant mortalities when it comes to teen pregnancies. So back again, that goes back to the government and the economy. And then in the UAE, the lack of preparedness and cultural and social stigma greatly impacts infant mortality, being that most women in the UAE are married before they get married, or married before they get pregnant. So that definitely sets a disparity. And then in the USA, we talked about this semester, the social economic barriers, income, education, things like that. And then the healthcare disparities that teen moms face, usually in more rural areas. Quad is something that we talked about a lot this semester, which is quality utilization, access, and distribution. And we're going to be talking more about that in the next slide and showing everybody the different ways that's signed out for each country. So for the DRC, you can see there's all low in terms of quality, utilization, access, and distribution. For the UAE, majority of the quad is high, except when it comes to distribution. And in the USA, it's kind of half and half with high and low. So for the DRC, poor everything is in red. So low quality, low utilization, limited access, and poor distribution due to the government and due to not being able to have those resources for their civilians. So in the UA, equality is very high, utilization is very high, and access is very high. They're very advanced in tech, and they have some of the best healthcare professionals, but their distribution is kind of struggling when it comes to providing healthcare for people in rural areas. And in the USA, quality and utilization is high. We use a lot of technology. Our quality is superb. We have some of the best healthcare professionals. The access is varying because of the healthcare Medicaid situation distribution is also kind of rough. So the type of healthcare in Congo, they use more of the non-governmental organizations, meaning that most of their healthcare is underfunded. In the UAE, most of the government takes care of the healthcare. And in the United States, we kind of have a mix. The visual comparison between the two is DRC is the worst out of all three of these countries. The United States, you would think would be in that middle, but it's kind of not. And the UAE is closer to the best. So yeah, thank you guys for listening and tuning into my presentation. With the current genocide happening in the DRC, I hope that you would take some time to just review that, look over it, and learn more about that and be speakers of the topic. Thank you.